right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. Alabama will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Bulls his way forward. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Buying some time. He turns it loose to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
That keeps the score, Alabama 31.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on.
And he breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they swarm him under.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed 1 more. They fall short.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a...
The expressway is wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 38, Texas 19.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They want to see if they can score the deuce. On the option. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Extending the play. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you've got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it,
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 21 with the grab.
And they'll try to tack one more on their score.
Kicker off for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Makes his connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Haynes. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. He's off to the races. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Fires it incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
32.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within your...
Afterburners coming. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back